Very good morning, my friends. This is Jeanette, filming from the city of San Antonio, Texas, in this new makeup tutorial day. I welcome you with all of my heart. As today, friends, I have so many surprises for you. All of my videos, friends, are meant to teach. I'm having some requests regarding how to make your eyes look smooth, flawless, no creasing. How we start, the work, the basic work before start applying the eyeshadow. I hope that this video, like it is the intention of each of my videos, that you obey than a purpose other than just to show you, the latest of the purchases I've done as I'm back from vacation. This is some of the stuff that I have to show, friends. I have Carolina Herrera, Prada, Dolce & Gabbana, Tom Ford, Burberry, and Christian Louboutin. I'm going to be sharing with you all what I got. I went to Mexico City, to Polanco City. A couple of persons, are been messaging me regarding how to create a flawless, smooth, elegant, and no creasing eye makeup look. And the question is if I'm using primers or if I'm using concealer, what is the product that I do apply, to get the finish. So I'm going to begin by explaining, friends, what is the difference between using a primer first directly to your eyes and skipping the step of the concealer. Primer is not for everyone. A primer is going to create a very smooth and long wearing durability and longevity of your eye makeup, but doesn't cover any kind of imperfection. I personally don't use eye primers. So like I'm saying, it is not for everyone. If you want a smooth, flawless, and beautiful application of your product, my friends, conceal your eyes with concealers or whatever it is, your undertone, right? Like I'm using this for correcting the dark circle and this one for luminosity. This is Givenchy, one of the formula that I highly recommend. I hope that I answered some of the questions. Let me introduce you with this beauty I ordered from Burberry. If you saw my last video, I posted this past Sunday. I was teaching you how to fix your foundation when it is very light. I'm going to just open this stunning foundation. It's the Ultimate Glow Foundation from Burberry. So the shade, it is the 50 Medium Neutral. Kind of a guess how it's going to be the shade. But let me show you side by side the different shade, or you see how light is this one. Okay, so we're going to see if happen this is too dark. This is what I have. This one I can apply a tiny little bit of this to balance, since I am a true light. This is for light skin. And let us see how this is going to behave. I hope it's not really dark on my skin. I am a true light. So we're going to start applying this product on the center. What I love from these formulas, friends, specifically the neutral shade, you know what it is? Have a beautiful peachy undertone. Look right away, the finish on this chic and the finish with nothing. Okay, I think so. Okay, the shade is beautiful. It's perfect now that I'm slightly bit tan. Consistency on this Glow Ultimate Glow Foundation, friends, is super thick and creamy. Coverage, medium buildable. It is called the Ultimate Glowing Foundation. I think from far the shade is just beautiful. Now that I'm tan, I think this color, my friend, is just stunning. The formulation of this product, oh my friends, it is just stunning. It's been a long time, you know, since I haven't experienced, you know, a gorgeous formulation as Burberry it is. Normally you are going to see the primer used on people that have more healthy eyes, meaning no texture, no hyperpigmentation, no dark circles, and so okay, enhancing the longevity. And in some product, you know, you can actually also enhance vibrancy. The concealer, it is used to cover up, right, imperfection, dark circle, redness, depending on what is the problem that you have on your eyes. Blemishes as well. Redness, as I just mentioned, also can be used to brighten, you know, your eye area. My preference, I love using concealers, especially the concealer that I use, friends. They are, you know, infused with a lot of, you know, properties are going to nurture at the same time, then it's going to help to cover my dark circle, which are horrendous. So I'm using Givenchy, the Prisme Libre Skincare and Concealer, okay? I'm going to proceed with the shade I use normally to bring some luminosity to the area, including slightly bit here, slightly bit here. It's the shade 120 Neutral. I apply a tiny little bit here. I want to correct, like I'm saying, the dark circles. La Mer. I like the brand because also it's a micro-finishing type of particles, okay? You apply this product and this is going to diffuse stunningly on your eyes. But I highly recommend this Prisme Libre, the reformulated formulation. This product, friends, brings to your eyes such a stunning finish. And the other one is Makeup Forever because they are ultra micro particle. This product from Makeup Forever, friends, it is an award-winning. I'm using the translucent shade and I love the finish of my Givenchy. Is the 03 Voila Rose. Let us try one eye with Makeup Forever so you can see the performance. And I'm going to apply on the other eye my Givenchy, okay? I think okay, that is fair. So let us proceed on this eye with Makeup Forever and the shade is translucent. I just applied a tiny little bit of the product because it is important as well if you want a flawless finish on your eyes and no creasiness. If you apply a heavy, look what I'm saying, if you apply a heavy product, you know, on your eyes, you run the risk, you know, of many issues. This is the finish, applying Makeup Forever. I simply love it and I highly recommend this product. You tell me if you see any creasiness. Like I'm saying, it is important what you choose. And now I'm proceeding with the setting powder from Givenchy, and this is the reformulated. So the same thing. Look at that. So this is with Givenchy. Makeup Forever. None of these product, friends, crease, okay? The only difference I see more luminosity on this eye, not shiny. I love it. So the product amount used for the purpose is just minimum. Makeup Forever and Givenchy. Also, makeup is being created to correct. Makeup is to enhance your beauty, not to mask your face and to alter who you are, okay? So, and then understanding this concept and principle, my loves, you can start playing with your product and see what performs better depending on your needs. On this stunning production, Tone for Lunch, I'm going to work with a 01 Bronze Isle. And I have one comparison about this palette. So we have these two palettes, my loves. I'm going to swatch. So this is the recent one, Bronze Isle. And this one is Peach Dawn. And let me swatch very quick the recent launch from Ford Soleil 01 Bronze Isle. This is the color swatches. Bronze Isle, Peach Dawn. The two brushes from Chanel, okay, double-ended is the 200 and the 204. You can do anything and everything with this. I'm going to proceed first on this eye applying the 41 Peach Dawn, and I'm going to start for the darkest shade. I'm going to produce a transition with this shade. Look at this. Actually, I think it's going to be this peachy shade here, okay? So let us stop. I'm working on the transition. Wow, the shade is so beautiful, friends. I don't use filters, friends. All of my videos are filmed 4K using 70% of natural light with a 30% of artificial light. Look, in 2 steps, and I did the transition. The gold shade. But I want the gold with my finger, okay? This is the gold. I'm sorry for my finger. Just see. Let us see how it's going to be the effect of this. It's on the center. Look at this. Super simple. So now let us apply this very coralish shade on the inner, from the inner, mirroring all of the shade I did apply already. Oh wow, this is the lightest shade, and now everything diffuse. How stunning it is, this palette. It doesn't produce any fallout. Okay, so I'm going to proceed right away and working on this eye using the 01 Bronze Isle. In comparison with Peach Dawn, give me a tiny little fallout. So I'm shaking my brushes. I'm working on the outer. how beautiful it is, the palette. It is more powdery formulation wise. I have almond eyes. Very pretty. And then let me see the transition between this peachy. Look, I have a peach and a gold. We're going to do the same thing. I'm proceeding with the peach shade. They are super soft and smooth, friends, okay? So from the center out. So this is softer and had a beautiful kind of shimmer metallic. The product blend into a shadow, friends. Strong pigmentation. Then we go with the gold shade from the center all the way to the inner. This gold have as well a peachy undertone. Even though then the formulation is more powdery, but it's not producing any fallout, friends. The finger is always going to give you a better payoff, okay? With the very lightest beige. It's a beige, oh no, here. Yeah, this beige have a peach undertone. Look like this. So I'm going to apply this on the brow bone, and we're going to create a transition. You see the luminosity, friends? That beige shade is just a gorgeousness. It's a beige with a peach undertone. So the same beige is going to be applied on the right inner, okay? It's a matte shade, to a difference to the gold that is kind of shimmery, metallic. What a beautiful palette, friends. This is a brand new release. Depending on how I move. Wow. This gold, let me show you both golds in both palettes. So the gold from Peach Down is a slightly bit lighter with more beige gold undertone, and this one have more gold corally, okay? So Peach Down 01 Bronze Isle. Super pretty, friends. Wow, a tiny little bit of dimension there. The palette is beautiful. You want to use it just on its own. To have a flawless finish, it is imperative, you know, to get as well the right application. Don't overdo, don't apply too much. Always start from less to more, okay? Oh my, I'm in love with this. My beautiful Tom Ford. I want to use this champagne shade to produce a very beautiful pop of light on the inner. I think my eye is never going to be the same without that pop of light. Look at this. Because this is pure light, friends. Oh my. Look at this. How the luminosity change on the eyes. I go from less to more with the product. This is more or less what I have, okay? We're going to leave the eyes for a second, and I'm going to start preparing the rest of the face. So I'm going to apply from the palette Soleil from Tom Ford 03 BASK. So this eye was done with the recent launch from Tom Ford 01 Bronze Isle. And this palette, Peach Dawn, was a past release. I was wanting to do I'm sorry, this comparison for you friends, because I think the palette are just stunning. Okay, both. I did apply Tom Ford, the dual defining liquid eyeliner in black, 2 shades from Tom Ford, which is on the bottom, center bottom, cocoa on the upper lash line, waterline, and cream on the center of my lower. I can stay just quiet, friends, to this beautifulness I found in New Mexico, Polanco City. I did a Tom Ford purchase. This is the presentation, my friends. As I found this stunning product from Hermes, which is 10 Rose HALE. Oh my friends, this palette being sold out everywhere was a limited edition. We're going to use it today, okay? Oh my, were not many on the market, and every time I was trying to buy it was sold out. Hermes Plain Air Rose HALE Grand Blush. So you have the information there. How I was going to pass on this stunning blush. How beautiful it is. Let us proceed with my purchases from Tom Ford. It's one of the most luxury commercial store I ever seen. All of the brand that you can imagine, my friends, is there. So come with this gorgeous ceiling over there. They include, samples of the Tom Ford Black Orchid, which is one of my favorites. Favorite parfum. I bought a very last release, friends. Okay, very last release, which is a rose pink bath. I'm sorry. On the Ultra Shine lipsticks from Tom Ford. So we're going to try this today. Look at this, friends. This is leather with a logo from Tom Ford, and it is a mirror. Okay, actually this is to be in my purse. The next product, I'm being unable for reasons. I'm always buying something else, but I didn't have a blush from Tom Ford. I was dying to have one, and I got the 04 Cherry Blaze. Doesn't have anything of cherry. This is an stunning girlish shade, okay? Look at this, friends. For these two looks I have. Here is the blush. Look how pretty. And I'm going to grab this BK Beauty, the 102 brush. It's a blush brush. Let me start with the deepest shade first, okay? Oof. First time using this. It is not a new product, my loves. It is not a new product. So, the deepest shade. And on top, on the highest top of my cheek, to blend slightly bit in this color and coming closer to the eye. It's like a pale rose shade, okay? Look at this, friends. Oh my friends, judge by yourself. Look at the payoff of this. Oh my, look at this, friends, and had a luminosity like a microparticles that produce a tiny little bit of luminosity on the skin, friends. So this is how much I barely touched the palette. Have a little peach, have a little pink. New product for me. It's not a new product on the market, but I was dying to have this palette, friends. A separate edition for Create, friends. It is so luxurious, you know, the finish is so crazy. My loves, from the same palette, Zero for BASK. I'm going to apply with my powder brush a tiny little bit of this gorgeous highlighter over here, there. You see the light is absolutely stunning. 03 BASK, available in Mexico, and the place it is called Palacio de Hierro. I'm going to link the product over there, you can have it, and I'm going to make another trip, but let me show you so far how this performs. Also have a coralish shade, 3 shades, 1, 2, and 3. So don't be scared. Ooh, highly pigmented. Friends. If you want something for evening, because this is a pink in between with coralish and peachy, oh my friends, it's a hybrid of a shade. Look, just a little buff. Oh friends, I hope that you are observing the beauty this product is providing. For my lip liner, I pick Anastasia Beverly Hills in shade, the lip liner in shade Auburn. So I'm going to proceed, my loves, and I'm going to apply pink buff. Let us see what is this about. I'm going to apply it a little bit, you know, on the outers, and I'm going to drag the product to the center. First time using this one. Look at this color, my loves. Okay. It is called pink buff, but the way that this shade is translating on my skin, on my lip skin, is more on the hybrid type of shade, because doesn't look really pink. Doesn't look pink at all, actually. Long-lasting product. So this is totally corally peach. How gorgeous it is. This is one of the most perfect eye makeup look for summer. And I'm going to apply a little bit of powder here. You see that everything I use and everything I do apply, it is always in small quantity. Okay, the product I just applied is from Chanel. It's a compact powder. The shade is B10. It's just for that touch up. Look at the light that it's producing to the eye. Wow. Like I'm saying, you can apply a more nude shade on the lips. That is totally up to you. Okay? But it couldn't be more stunning, friends, doing this 2 eye makeup look for you. So I stopped by Carolina Herrera. I tried the 2 mascara that she have. Fabulous Eyes, the mascara. 24 hours wear. I tried it actually at the store. Look at this, how beautiful it is. So this one, it is a lengthening. I can put a charm here, but I bought this luxurious mascara, friends, at the store over there. How much volume is going to provide? The spoolie, from what I'm observing, had a curvature in the right middle, starting from thin on the bottom and thickening to the tip. Wow, interesting spoolie. I haven't seen this. This mascara lasts me literally 24 hours. Because let me tell you that day I was so exhausted, and you are going to forgive me for what I'm saying, but I didn't have energy to remove my makeup that day. Look at this, friends. Compare this eye with this one and doesn't have nothing. A lengthening and super black mascara. I don't buy every single release that you are going to see, friends, on the market, but I keep investing my money, friends, on staples. Okay, a staple of the luxury product that I've been missing for reasons. Now with mascara. Carolina Herrera, first time for me trying this product. I highly recommend it, friends. So voila, we have the whole eye makeup look done. Until I actually show you all of the goodies I got from Christian Louboutin. I bought the very last release, which is very nude, on Adacadabra palette. Wow, we need to swatch these, friends. I got a lot of things for you. So, and I'm short in time, my love, since I don't want to make this video too long, but I have Dolce & Gabbana product that I bought over there, and I do have Chanel new product. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you actually love it. If it happened, you have an evening, even though you can soften in the middle, right on the right center, and you can soothe and soft the application. So the skin look flawless, look elegant. The eyes have a very pretty statement using two different palettes from Tom Ford. And I got recently the 02 Lucky Moonstone. Look at the shade from YSL, the Love Shine collection. I haven't tried this. The plumping effect, how you can actually play and layer with this product, friends, is just crazy. Or if you want to use it on its own. Stay tuned with me as I'm coming with more stunning eye makeup looks. And this one, it is the final look on this. See you very soon, and give me a comment, tell me what you think. So thank you very much, my friends, for staying with me until this very point. Bye. Bye, my friends.